Brazil's Dexter, Pedro Rodrigues Jr., has a number of other names: Pedro Rodrigues Filho, Pedrinho, Matador, Killer Little Pedro, Killer Killer Petey, and Killer Petey. His official number of victims is 71, but he would say it was over 100. Either way, he's one of the worst serial killers in history, and one of the only ones who would claim, with some but only a little credibility, that all of his killings were vigilantism, that only took suspected criminals. The books and television shows Dexter were inspired by this man. While we don't condone vigilantism here, let's take a look at what Rodrigues was all about. He was born in 1954 on a farm in rural Brazil. Allegedly, while his mother was pregnant with him, his father kicked her in the stomach, causing the fetus a bruised skull. This alleged incident may have been offered as a way to explain Rodriguez's later behavior, though. He would claim that he first felt a desire to kill when he was 13 and having a fight with an older cousin. He pushed his cousin into a sugarcane press and could have killed him by leaving him in the machine, but decided to pull him out instead. When he was 14 years old, his father was working as a school guard. He was fired for allegedly stealing food from the school's kitchen. Being accused of stealing made it impossible for his father to get a new job, so Rodrigues took his grandfather's shotgun, loaded it, and went into town. He found the deputy mayor of Santa Rita, do Sapucaí, in front of the city hall and shot him. Then he found the security guard who he believed was really stealing food and shot him. He would be on the run then, ending up in the greater Sao Paulo area. He robbed drug dens there and killed drug traffickers. The news media loved the kid, calling him Pedrinho Matador, and covering his crimes like he was a celebrity. Rodrigues would meet a young woman named Maria Aparecida Olympia, who people called Botina. They moved in together, and Rodrigues joined a local street gang. He killed 3 rival gang members then, as violent gangs sometimes do. Botina was murdered by a rival gang leader while she was pregnant with Rodrigues' child, and Rodrigues was spending time in jail when the murder happened. He escaped, though, and one by one tracked down and killed every member of that rival gang. At only 19, he was arrested and sent to prison for his murder spree. That didn't stop the killing, though. He killed another prisoner in a police transport while they were both handcuffed and without the police noticing until it was far too late. He would claim he did it because the other prisoner was a rapist. He was sentenced to 126 years imprisonment for crimes on the outside, and then 4 more years were added for crimes on the inside. 2 of those crimes were the killing of his own father and his brother-in-law. His father had been sent to prison for killing Rodrigues' mother with a machete. But at the time in Brazil, the maximum any one person could spend in prison was 30 years, and so he was released in 2007. After 4 years of release, he was sent back in, this time for 8 years on account of rioting and deprivation of liberty and other offenses he committed while out of jail. He was released again in 2018. By now, he's spent almost his entire adult life in prison. So what does one do when one is released from prison after so long without a trade or profession to fall back on? Why, you start a YouTube channel, of course. He claimed to retire from vigilantism and to also retire from his other crimes. He called the channel Pedrinho X Matador, Petey the Ex-Killer. He commented on current crimes, campaigned against gang violence, and discouraged the public from cheering on crimes and criminals. On March 5, 2023, Rodrigues was killed in a drive-by shooting in Mogi das Cruzes. No one has been arrested in the death. In Brazil, fewer than 10% of homicides are solved, and this one may never be. The media dubbed him a vigilante and celebrated him, but Rodriguez also branded himself with a tattoo that said, Mato por placer, I kill for pleasure. He did not kill only serious criminals. He killed a man suspected of only stealing food. He killed at least 40 men who were already in prison for their crimes. That gang leader who killed his pregnant girlfriend, well, he and his friends went to kill him. They killed 7 and injured 16 others at a wedding party. The dead included the gang leader's mother and several guests when he opened fire on the crowd. He also killed a man who got his cousin pregnant and then refused to marry her. So, vigilante, Brazil's Dexter? Probably not. Thanks for listening. Until next time. If you're enjoying these videos and want more, don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss any videos. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it.